Alright guys, this is my VLand Rep Chinese eBay light update. I think I've had these, I don't think it's quite a year, but it's pretty close. I'm probably, I don't know, I might be 100 feet from that embankment where you can see my cutoff lights. And here's the high beams, which are shockingly bright. And that's the lows where you see the sharp cutoff. But if you notice, the left side is clocked a little incorrect. It needs to be rotated counterclockwise, maybe 5 degrees or something, so that the top of those two lines meet exactly. So it's a little weird looking sometimes, depending on how close you are to things, but that's what these look like. They're really bright. They work really well. I haven't had any issues with them. This is the deAuto LED, or deAuto key, I think it's both names. deAuto, the HID kit, and this is, their HID kit is not a 6000K kit, it's like a 5500, so it's not blue, super bluey white, it's kind of a more warm color, which I like, so that's why I went with HID. But yeah, basically a year, I haven't had any problem with it. I think there is a way to clock that left side light. I just need to play around with it. And I have some LEDs that VLand sent me if I wanted to take them out and try them, but I sure do like these for the price. I mean, they're $450 delivered from China. Takes a little, or yeah, from China. It took a month and a half or 2 months, whatever. For 450 bucks, I'll wait. They're a really good deal. And the deAuto, like I said, the HID kit is fantastic. So far so good with this setup. Okay, now I'm probably like 25 feet, and I think it's a little more apparent that the left side is clocked down. Needs to be rotated counterclockwise a few degrees, but basically the way you set these lights and you aim them, they're really simple. Mine is a Mark 7.5, so I have 7.5 headlights. If you have a Mark 7, they have a Mark 7.5 style for Mark 7, if that makes sense. And I think the adjustments on those are different, but with these, it's a single, basically it's a single adjustment for the low beam. And there is an adjustment for the highs too, and you want to do them both, but mine are both even. They weren't when I got them. You can see, I mean, it's really bright. But with the low beams, 25 feet from a wall straight on, I'm not straight here, we're perpendicular, but 25 feet, measure basically from the ground up to where that headlight bulb would be. I want to say it was 53 inches or something like that on my car. And you go out 25 feet and it should be about that, maybe less a few inches. And then you can play with it. Like mine were too low at first. So the challenge with this kind of light is the cutoff is, you can see it. It's light and then dark. There's no like intermediate area. So if you don't have them high enough, it's very challenging to see because you can't see far enough in front of you. So I played with them. I've raised them up a bit. I'm probably at that same headlight level at 25 feet. I look at cars when I'm driving. I'm not blinding anybody. They would have to be really, really aimed up to blind people. So you got to just play around with it so you find a good wall that you can go to. It's a 5mm socket on a 1/4 inch ratchet, and you just play with them until you get them where you want them. But anyway, that's what they look like a little closer.